Peace, family. Conjure Queen here. And I got a hot topic for you guys, okay? We are live right now. And I got to tell you guys some stuff because a lot of you guys be doing readings on people without people's permission. And then you wondering why you getting fucked up out here in these spiritual streets. Now listen, y'all know I always give it to y'all straight, no fucking chaser, right? So this is the thing that I'm noticing a lot in the spiritual as community. And you guys, y'all can feel free to speak y'all mind in the live chat here too, because I'm going to be looking at the comments. Now listen. When brujas or whatever, they get their new little tarot deck or their oracle decks, you know, you want to experiment, you want to read for yourself, you want to read your friends and family, you want to practice and read people. But let me tell you something, what some of these brujas is not going to tell you, okay? You're going to mess around and do a reading on the wrong person, okay, without their permission. You got to understand, when you do a reading on somebody, you're entering into that person's spirit. Like, you're literally like spying into their life, trying to see what's going on. Now, this is why I always tell people, like, yo, be mindful of who you get readings from. And also, as a reader, if you're a spiritual reader and you offer this as a service, you have the right to decline to do a reading for people, because you don't have to open up your spirit to everybody that wants a reading, right? So I digress. Now, let's look at it from the standpoint of somebody who is, let's say, doing a reading for someone, right? Or reading somebody without them physically being there and without their consent. This is why in all readings, before I do readings for people, I'll be like, okay, do you agree to these terms? Do you agree that you're allowing me to read you, you're opening yourself up to me, and that everything that I say to you, whether you like it or not, is the truth, right? Take it or leave it. So when you out here and you pulling cards on people, let's say you just want to know, I don't know, like, let's say you want to spy on an ex or something like that, right? Like, let's say you and your ex broke up. And you curious to know, like, you know, how this nigga doing? You know, like, I heard he with this new bitch. Let me look and see what this bitch is about. So you get into your cards and you want to be nosy. And let's say, for instance, you know, worst case scenario is, I don't know, you might get blocked. No, not, let me say the best case scenario. Best case scenario, you'll probably read into the cards and be like, okay, so this is what's going on in this person's life. You get the information that you're looking for. Now, let's say, for instance, your ex is dealing with a really badass bruja, and this bitch fuck with some demons and shit, and she got the hellhounds protecting her, she got demons protecting her, like, she got warriors all around her. You think they gonna let somebody just spy into her life and into her spirit and do a reading on her without her knowing? They are gonna look for you, okay? If you got the hellhounds on your side, and I'm talking about, if you deal with Hades, you deal with the spirits from the underworld, the infernal spirits. When you really dealing with the dark spirits like that, son, all she got to do is send her hellhounds on finding out who's reading her, who's doing whatever, and they will fuck you up. So this is why I always say, ask your spirit guides, ask your ancestors, even do a reading to find out if you should do a reading for somebody. Because you end up reading somebody and get fucked up out here, and you got some shit on you that you can't get off unless you go to another reader. Okay, now I know y'all probably like, but there's no harm in reading somebody. You don't know that. Listen, we live in an age of technology now where people just feel like, you know, because you have a social media, that whatever you put on your profile is your business. But people still have privacy. Believe it or not, a lot of people like myself, we honor privacy. We actually like our privacy. So when somebody comes and they try to breach that boundary, okay, it's a reason why we put up protection. We do our stuff like that, right? Another reason why you need protective wards in your home, in your space, is because there are people who are spiritual spies out here, like people who like to astral project and spy on you, or remote viewing, doing readings on you. Like, you guys may notice this. Like, let's say, for instance, you just chilling by yourself in your room and you feel like there's somebody watching you. 9 times out of 10, it probably is. Somebody's probably either doing a reading on you, or when you hear your ears ringing, somebody either like calling your name or summoning your name in a ritual. When you feel like your body buzzing, or let's say, a Santero told me about this. Like, you know when somebody's doing some type of ritual against you, when you start to feel that cool tingling sensation going up your body, like from your feet going up your legs, up your thighs, all the way up to your torso. When you start feeling that weird, eerie, chilly feeling coming from below, coming up, that's not good. Okay. Also, if you hear like voices or things like that that seem a little bit sinister, hear your ears ringing and stuff, somebody could be calling upon your name, trying to summon you, or call your spirit into like a doll or into a ritual or something, to even like channeling your energy into a picture. This is why I hate social media, because it's like, yo, anybody want to do ritual on you, all they need is to go to your Instagram profile, go to your Facebook, get your screenshot, your picture, send it to a bruja, and they do rituals on you. Tony Peter says she had to start carrying herbs because somebody was watching her. Yo, I'm telling you, you'll be amazed. And some of y'all probably in here like, girl, ain't nobody worried about me. I don't have no friends. I don't talk to nobody. You'll be amazed at who is a stalker in your life. Okay? It be the people who don't think they got stalkers that be having stalkers. That's the crazy part. So, only thing I'm saying is, if you're going to be doing readings on people, if you really want to know what's going on in somebody's life, you know, the best thing that you could do is go to another reader and have them do it, because that reader may have certain skills and abilities to kind of get past those spiritual bodyguards, or even communicate to that person's spirit guides. Like, for instance, if you was to come to me and be like, look, I want you to do a reading about this person, right? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to that person's spirit guides and be like, do we have permission to go and read inside and see what's going on? Get me? You always got to ask for permission, because 9 times out of 10, if your intentions are not to harm a person, and you just really just want to know how they doing, right? Then the spirits will probably let you be like, all right, look, this is what's going on. Like, if they feel like you have good intentions to help the person, why not? But if you got ill intentions and you out here trying to hurt people and you just being nosy and shit, you gonna get fucked up. Okay? And I always tell people, I be like, listen, do not do no readings on me without my permission. I do not give you permission to do readings on me. If it don't come out of my mouth and I say I give you permission to do X, Y, and Z, then it's against my will, and you're going against my will, which means my spirit guides don't like that. And yes, I do fuck with infernal spirits, and yes, they will fuck you up. It is what it is. I work with the light and I work with the dark. I believe in yin yang, baby. And it's just like if somebody comes into your crib, right? Like if somebody breaks and enter into your sacred space, your home, legally, if you hurt that person on your premises, you are in the right, because that person was trespassing. Same in the spiritual community. Same laws apply spiritually. There's spiritual laws, there's spiritual police out here. Okay? They know. Just like Ogun is like, literally Ogun is the spiritual police. If you feel like somebody violated you in the spiritual realm, call on Ogun. Hence why I'm wearing his colors right now. Call on Ogun and be like, son, Ogun, this person violated my boundaries. This person violated, they broken and entered into my space. And now I'm about to take full authority and whoop their ass. It is what it is. Infinity Soul says, I kept hearing, don't post family pictures. Take your pictures down. Listen, Infinity Soul, if you hear a spirit telling you to take pictures down to protect your space, please listen to that, because it could be your spiritual security team telling you, right? It could be them telling you like, yo, there's somebody in here that's trying to like fuck with you, like lay low for a little bit. Female Drake says, it's a lot of so-called bloggers out here all of a sudden read cards now and do readings all only these celebrities. Ooh, Female Drake, listen, okay. everybody out here want to do readings and do these celebrity readings and stuff, but some of these celebrities be brujas out here, okay? And listen, be careful who y'all do readings for, okay? E-Model says, I need a cleanse. You could check out my YouTube videos, booby. I give out free tips on making spiritual baths and all of that. And let me tell you guys something too. If you are suspicious that somebody's doing like brujeria to you, or let's say like, it could be anything, like maybe it could be evil eye. Maybe you feel like your business is slowing up. Maybe you feel like your health is deteriorating. Maybe you feel like you have a string of bad luck, right? To be on the safe side, what you need to do is do a reversible candle and then send that shit back to whoever sent it to you. And pay attention too, because if you start to feel lighter, happier, you notice your business is doing better, you realize that you got more energy, that your luck is flowing back again, then 9 times out of 10, you reverse the situation, and whoever it was that fucked with you, pay attention. Because now that person's life, it might get flipped upside down. Never know. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be your neighbor, it could be your own boo. Crazy, right? Could be anybody. That's why I like reversibles, because it's like, it's not offensive magic, it's more defensive. It's like, all right, wherever this is coming from, send that shit back. Now be careful, because sometimes people, let's say people that tend to be very, you know, those people that super paranoid, that always think every little bad thing means it's witchcraft. Right? Like they be like, oh my God, like this happened to me, I think somebody's hexing me. And I be like, no girl, like nobody's hexing you. You hexing yourself, because you always think in the worst case scenario. But be careful of sending a hex to yourself, right? Like I knew somebody who was just like a kind of like a hypochondriac in the spiritual sense, and they always thought something bad was happening, and so they would do these reversibles and stuff like that and cleansings. And I'm like, girl, you know, you just kind of like sending the magic back at yourself, because if nobody sent it to you, you sending magic to yourself. You hurting yourself right now. Crazy. I'm telling you, like, shit is crazy out here. Cuff says, send it back for their highest good. Yeah, listen. Old spiritual, it's like an old southern spiritual cleanse, and I mentioned this in an old video that I did on my YouTube a while ago, but Bobby Hemmett also mentioned this. He said that in the South, what they would do is they would get ammonia, right, a cat full of ammonia, vinegar, and what's it called? Oh no, this is another one, sorry. A cat full of ammonia, vinegar, and lemon or lime in a bath. Now, some people like to put baking soda with the ammonia and a little bit of lemon, right? Now, you're going to obviously fill a tub up with water, dilute it, right? And it's supposed to break whatever type of bad magic, brujeria, witchcraft a person put on you. Also, using your morning urine and pouring it all over your body first thing in the morning. I know some of y'all like, ew, that's disgusting. But, I mean, this is the stuff that they use. Like, these are real roots. Some of y'all are so used to the pretty stuff with glitter on YouTube and stuff. Like, that's why I'm on my Patreon. I'm going to really start doing rituals that's like not YouTube friendly. Because if I was to tell you guys some of these old school rituals that the old Southern women used back in Louisiana, back in the South, like the Carolinas and the woods, what they used, y'all will be disgusted. Y'all will be disgusted. But this stuff works. And 9 times out of 10, this is fluid from your own body. This is stuff that's affordable that you can get. But if I put that on YouTube, I might get flagged. Hence why some of my videos, my dark magic videos, got taken down. People didn't like that. So the PG-13 stuff is going to go on YouTube. The rated R rituals that give you real powerful results is going to go into Patreon. I'm not getting flagged no more. And demonetized, because people are not ready for that type of voodoo and hoodoo and magic. Magic is not all love and light, you guys. I be trying to tell y'all this. Destiny, I'm saying. I don't know, you guys. I have nothing against 11 lighters. I don't. Like, I feel like there's light workers and there's shadow workers, right? And I probably need to do a video on that, because shadow workers are people who help guide you through the dark night of the soul. The light workers are more so to kind of, you know, be the light for you, the little sunshine for you. Like, sometimes you need somebody like really chirpy and happy all the time, like Infinite Waters, right? Like, he's always happy. This nigga is always smiling. You never see him mad. You never see him cuss. Like, there's not, like, this nigga just probably look like he shit rainbows. Like, he's just, and I got love for him. Like, he is funny to me. Like, he's always positive. You need some light in your life, watch Infinite Waters. But he doesn't really talk too much. Like, certain people, like light workers, they're not gonna really talk about the demons that you gotta face in those dark times. They're not gonna talk about, you know, the crying episodes when you just, like, I'm talking about like the snot crying, like not the pretty crying, but like you got snot, tears, like everything, girl, like you just a mess, you just going through the pain. Get me? Like, you need a shadow worker to kind of help you through those dark times. Be like, all right, girl, these are the energies you got to work with. These are the rituals you got to do. It's not going to be easy, but this is going to detox you. Dot, 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 dot. You never know. They love Julie says, do they use poop? In some hoodoo and rituals, yes, poop is involved. Blood is involved. Semen is involved. Okay. Saliva is involved. Different type of fluids from the body is involved. Tears. Guys, there are rituals that you can use with your tears that is powerful as blood. Okay. I'm telling you. But y'all not ready for this. Anyway, listen. On December 22nd, we're going to be doing a prosperity ritual. Okay? And we're going to be working with a very powerful Neteru spirit. Neteru spirit. This spirit, listen, okay. She's a primordial serpent spirit. And her rituals, her prosperity rituals, they work. Okay? She brings instant results. Powerful Neteru. I don't know if you guys work with the Neteru spirits, but it's something about them. It's a reason you can't find much information online about them. Them niggas work different, okay? They work different. Ancient spirits. Now, you can learn the metal netter and all of that. Sometimes they'll teach you. But the power is in the hekau. The hekau, the spoken word, the magic word, how you speak your spells. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. You got to speak from your stomach. Anybody in here ever did acting or public speaking or even singing? They teach you how to speak with your stomach, right? You don't speak with your chest, you speak from your diaphragm, from your stomach, your very core, your solar plexus. And when you speak those spells and incantations from that space, you feel the vibration of the words. You feel the power and the energy manifesting inside of you. Yeah, somebody says singing. Sometimes you sing these songs. You sing the psalms, you sing your spells. Okay, listen, it's so many hacks and stuff with this magic shit. And to be honest, it's not even, you don't even need a lot of stuff to get the results that you need, right? Like, people be having all of these different ingredients. I find that the most simplest things work the best. Anybody in here ever noticed that? Like, let's say you don't got the herbs you need, you don't got certain candles, you don't got this, but you just be like, fuck it. Like, I need this right now. I'm going to work with whatever I got. Tell y'all the story about when I had nowhere to go and I was living in a hotel, son, and all I had was a little white tea light candle and a glass of water from the hotel to manifest an apartment. Son, I had to use the best of what I had, and that shit worked. Okay? Desperate time, desperate measures. Is there a such thing as asking the Netero spirits for too much because me trying to be a millionaire? Nisha, listen, let me tell you something. Okay? Now, there's an old saying that the spirits help those who help themselves. Right? If you're not taking action to become a millionaire, if, let's say, I don't know what your money is looking like, right? Let's say you are a thousandaire, like you got like $10,000 in your account right now, $20,000. If you don't know how to handle that money, what makes you think you're going to be able to know how to manage $1 million? Spirit doesn't give you what you can't handle. And if they do that, it's usually hard lessons. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm saying this to be real. The Netero especially, you guys need to get the Book of Doors, okay? It's a powerful ass book that comes with oracle cards, and it teaches you about the different Netero, the different spiritual paths, how to activate them. Listen, it's a powerful ass book. I have it in my Amazon link, okay? You need to get that book, boo, because it says specifically in the book, it says the spirits only help those who are willing to help themselves. That's why, if you guys ever notice, it's the people who go to the spirits least that usually spirits help the most. Because we know people that go to their spirits and bother them, like they only go to the altar when they want something, right? Imagine somebody only calling you, hitting you up when they want some money or when they need that favor. But then it's like, if you rarely ask them for anything, like Saint Expedite. Saint Expedite is my nigga. Like, yo, that nigga holds it down, okay? Like, anybody here ever work with Saint Expedite? Raise their hands. Y'all know that he comes through. But Saint Expedite, he's the type of person I only go to when I really, 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 really need a favor. Because he comes through. Now, imagine if I hit up Saint Expedite every week for a favor. This nigga probably gonna be like, what this bitch want now? You always calling me. What do you want? After a while, they're going to stop coming. Like, yo, you always want something. They get annoyed too. It's like Bobby Hemming said. Bobby Hemming was like, yo, spirits are like niggas. Like, they just like people. They don't want to be bothered. Like, sometimes they get annoyed with us. Like, yo, what does she want now? She's still crying over this nigga? Didn't I tell her this nigga was cheating on her? Didn't I show her in the dream? You still want me to bring this nigga back to you? All right. Now watch what happens when he come back. Now he gonna have a baby on you, get you pregnant, and then still fuck around. Like, spirit... And I'm not saying this to trigger nobody. Y'all know I love y'all, but y'all know this shit is real. If y'all fuck... So like, Real Pigeon said Papa Legba and Anansi is like that. They get tired after a while, especially those mercurial spirits, the trickster spirits. They the ones that will fuck with you because you getting on their nerve. They'll give you what you asking for, but for a price. So you can stop bothering them. I need to do another video on Saint Expedite because he be coming through. Listen, he's the homie. Oh, Baron Sandy too. Oh yeah, Caprice. Saint Expedite is great for court case spells. Great, girl. Yep. Thank you. Told by TJ says just have that pound cake ready. Thank you for mentioning that. If Saint Expedite comes through for you and you do not bring him that pound cake, when I say all hell gonna break loose, he will fuck you up, okay? Nursery Life says, I did a reading with you in May and you gave me a gem. I wrote it down and lost the paper. But what did you say about influencing someone to say what you want? Put their name in a shoe? Oh, nurse. Okay, you make me want to go back to the domination rituals. And I'm just going to give you guys this freebie. Since I did recently do a video about the domination spirit, right? If you want somebody to do your will, let's say like you got to go to court. Or you're about to go for an interview, right? What you'll do is you'll write the person's name on a piece of paper, preferably like purple ink or red ink. If you don't got that, you can use black. That's fine. And then you'll write the person's name on the shoe. And you'll put the person's, like the name paper in your left shoe. And then when you go speak to that person, you just tap your shoe, like tap your foot down, like either in the interview or when you're talking to that person. And what it's supposed to do is kind of bend that person's influence or will to you. Okay. Why the left foot? Because one, the left foot is closest to the heart, and also in the Kemetic pantheon, you see all of the gods stepping forward with their left foot first. The left foot is known as the foot of power. You step forward with your foot of power, the left. Okay, so that's my free gifts for today. Stop doing readings on people without their permission, or you will get fucked up. Okay, infernal spirits are not evil. They're actually very protective of you. And some of you guys already have infernal spirits and don't know it. Some of you guys probably been attracted to these infernal or darker energies since childhood and wondering why. It's because you probably have a certain connection to that path from a past life. And when you ignore your shadows and you ignore your demons, right, what happens? They come to haunt us. They come to bite us. They always reappear again. So, anyway, I love you guys. Once again, sign up for the prosperity ritual that we're going to be doing for the New Year's, bringing in good energy, good fortune, bringing in all of that prosperity. And if you guys don't know about me, you better ask, because all my freaking rituals work, and I'm confident about that. And the deity we're going to be working with, it's an ancient deity, baby. A lot of people don't work with her, but I'm going to put you guys on. See you guys soon. I'm going to get out of this. I need to eat some ice cream and chill, because right now I'm in lazy mode. I've been doing rituals and readings. I need to recharge. Love you, family. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a DM. Make sure it's the right Conjure Queen, because there's scammers out here. Or shoot me an email. I see you guys in the ritual. Anyway, peace.